It's Kriint and welcome to another speed build house. Speed build video? Yeah, probably. This house is from the series that I'm making, that I take a house from a TV show and I try to recreate it in The Sims, and as you can tell from the title, this house belongs to Mike and Molly. You probably haven't heard it, it's not such a popular TV show, I mean, it's like 5-6 seasons. It's basically a comedy show on CBS, I think. And yeah, it's been cancelled, so because I actually watched this TV show, it's few of the houses, the TV shows that I watched, I thought it was a good opportunity to actually make the house before the TV show ends. So that's what I did. I also thought it would be quite easier for me because I watched the TV show. So, you know, I had an idea how everything flows, even though I didn't really have such an idea because it was hard for me to actually find every bit of pictures and, you know, to actually create a plan. So, funny thing about this TV show is that the sets of the TV show have been taken from a very old TV show, which is called Roseanne, I think. I'm not so sure if I'm saying the name right. It's a very old one. I've never seen it, and I only find out about it because I was searching, you know, about the Mike and Molly house, and I wanted to find pictures of the house and stuff, and I realized that somewhere it said, you know what, this is taken from there. So I searched, and it's really identical. Also, funny story, I posted few days ago, I think it's been 3 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, I don't remember, a photo of the living room when I started building the house, and a girl said, is it from Roseanne, I think? And I'm like, no, but they have the same sets, and I was so happy, you know, because finally someone figured out where it was, because people are like, Mike and Molly? Oh, Mike and Molly, sorry, no. How I Met Your Mother? I'm like, no. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I tried to recreate it as good as possible. Obviously, I had few step backs, because as this one, as well as the full house that I've made, and yeah, as well as the full house that I've made, and the Modern Family one, to be honest, it has few differences, the outside and the inside. The plans match quite well, but the thing is, first, in The Sims we don't have like that semi-spiral staircase, not spiral, maybe like, you know, the one that is 2 floors, like a T-shape or an L-shape, probably L-shaped staircases, so that was a problem for the actual design. And also I realized that the outside changes. I don't know how they do that, but it's not the same. I think what they've done is that they filmed few episodes on the actual house, you know, because obviously it's inspired from an actual house, And then few others on the exterior. I mean, they have, if you see the TV show, you know that they're doing like a thing that before few scenes or change of scenes, they show the house. So the house changes basically in few episodes. I mean, the exterior is quite same, like the base of the house, but in few episodes it has like a driveway for the garage. In other episodes the driveway disappears and it has all different like plants, and it was weird basically. And I'm like, yeah, what I'm going to do? And I went like kind of a mix. Basically, the interior is the exact same, or at least as close as I could possibly do it. Yeah, anything else? The house costs around, I think, $250, but I'm not so sure about it. But I think it's that much. I used Get Together, I used Cool Kitchen, I used Outdoor Retreat, I used, what else did I use? Get Together, Get to Work. I think that's all that I used. And oh yeah, and Romantic Garden. Also Movie Hangout. That's all. Okay, I didn't use anything else. The Romantic Garden is not that important, but basically where I've used it was the columns, because the house has, you know, these very ancient Greek Roman type of columns on the exterior, and these are actually the only ones that are, you know, that thing, the exact thing. So I basically had to use it, and I used these columns, and then on the outside that I did like a small garden. I was like, since I've used the columns, I think it will be stupid to actually use only them. So I used most of the flowers. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, the kitchen that is currently being made. If you watch the TV show, you know that there's like a weird kinda like a moving cutting board that you can prepare food, cut food on it. And in most, we don't have anything like that basically in The Sims. I've never seen it actually in reality. I've never seen like anything like that. And because it is on a set, we've never seen the fourth wall, as I would like to call it, where all the cameras and the audience sits. So basically there is no fourth wall on the TV show, because I found a few images of the set as well. So I just kinda imagined what it would look like, and on the cutting board I just added another set of counters over that way, which can be used for actually preparing food, because all of the other counters are so full with stuff. You cannot prepare anything there. Something that I realized while I was making the house was basically a few things. They have a desk everywhere. And when I'm saying everywhere, I totally mean everywhere. They have one in the kitchen. They have one in the living room. They have one in every single bedroom, and I'm like, are you serious? And they even have one in the basement. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. And also something else that I realized making these houses, because I tried to copycat basically everything to make it look as similar as possible, like even the smallest detail that I could find, I will put it there. I realized that all these houses have so many details. I mean, you will never, ever, ever, in my experience of downloading houses from the gallery and making houses, you will never see a house that fully furnished or not actually decorated. You will see like in a table what you will put, like in a small table. You will put maybe a candle or the books or something like that. But on the TV show, they don't only have these, they have 50 more objects. And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I had this problem before that I didn't know what to put there. So yeah, almost anywhere in the house there are the same objects, like, you know, decorative objects. Another thing about this house, because it's on a set and it's not that well, I think, based on the interior of this actual home, the upstairs has a lot of unused space, which I just cut it off with a wall, and I tried to make it, you know, as the actual set, so that's the main reason why there's so much like unused blank space. Anything else that I want to say? Yeah, the house has 2 fireplaces. I mean, if you watch the show, or even if you Google like Mike and Molly house, you will see like there's one fireplace on the one corner of the house, and there's side of the house, and then there's another one on the other side of the house. But on the sets, there's like not even a single one. So I just put the one in the living room, which I imagine it would be easy to do. But the other one, I could not fit it anywhere, because where I would put it? I mean, when you see me furnishing the actual house in the interior, you will see like there's a very, very tiny room on the side where the other fireplace is, and then there's a bathroom, which you cannot obviously put on the 2x2, I think it is, room. You cannot put it into the bathroom, because who has a fireplace in their bathroom? Come on. You cannot put it under the staircase. And in the top floor, there's again a bathroom and just a walk-in space. No, hallway. That's the word. So yeah, I didn't do a second fireplace. I don't know. And I try to match as well as possible the wood that they used in the TV show, which was quite tough, because they had like a very red wood, which we don't have in The Sims. Again, we don't have creative style. We're in Green PA, which I don't think we will ever get, to be honest. I think the coding for it is kind of weird, so I don't think that they will be able to put creative style, even though I'm crossing my fingers that they will sometime. But yeah, I don't know. What else do I want to say? Let me think. Did I say that the house has... I don't remember. The house has 3 bedrooms. It has 2.5 bathrooms. And yeah, I think there's that. In the basement, there's a basement that I just thrown with... No, it is 2.5. That I just throw many stuff together. There's a laundry room. But of course we don't have like washing machine and dryer. So, you know, I just did the same trick that if you've seen the Full House house. That's a funny thing to say. And now, I didn't know where to put, so I just put 2 white counters, one next to each other, which I thought they kind of made sense. If you want to download the house, yeah, there's something that we need to talk about. If you want to download the house, there's a link in the description down below, which will take you straight to the gallery, the website gallery, which you can sign in with your Origin account. You can pay. I think you can download, you can download the house, but it won't download like in your PC. No, it will download into your Origin game. It basically will kind of like save the thing that you wanted to download, and then the next time that you will open your Sims game, it will pop like magically appear. But if you don't want to do that, you can search my username in the gallery, which is the exact same as here, or you could search the hashtag FSTS, which stands for From Show to Sims, where you will be able to find the rest of the houses that I made and the house that I will make in the future from this series. And if you have any ideas on what do you want to make next, because I don't know. I'm basically out of inspiration because I don't know. I was not, to be honest. My boyfriend was originally going to make the house from 2.5 Men, which is a Malibu house, mansion, I think, it's very modern, and I mean, yeah, I really liked it because I was probably going to furnish it. But the thing is, we couldn't really make it work because it has many aspects that they're not added in The Sims 4 yet. So, yeah, we didn't do that. But if you have any ideas or any TV shows that you like, leave them down below, I think. So basically what I'm doing a build every other week. But I don't think that so when is it? 27 or 20? Not sure. I think it's probably 20 the next one. I will skip it and I will not make a house from certain things. I will try to make something else because they're taking quite the time and I don't currently have that time. Yeah, I'm very struggling with time right now, and this took me 10 hours, I think, 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. And yeah, I mean, it's not that much because I've obviously made houses longer than that, but it's not that little because the building part is like that much, but you don't see the effort I'm doing into searching for the house. Like, I've watched, oh my god, I've watched like 2 seasons, the 5th and the 6th season, trying to find one clip that I really remember that it was showing like a thing from the house that I really want to do, and because I don't have that much time, we don't really like watch TV series each and every night or like marathon of TV series, even though we're watching a lot. Basically we're watching them during the weekends. So it was Friday night and I was searching for, I think it was at least 1.5 hours trying to find that specific clip within 2 seasons. I'm like, just okay. And I've reached like, I don't know, the end, because I started from the current episodes and I moved towards the past ones, and I'm like, okay, I will find it, because I'm such a stubborn person that if I'll start doing something, I will never stop until I finally do it and I find it or finish it or whatever. So I was there like 1.5 hours and I'm like, I will find it, I will find it. And I finally found it after 1.5 hours. But only if I didn't spend that 1.5 hours and they just, you know what? What's the episode that we were going to watch that night? I will totally found it like in just a second, because it was just the start of the episode that it showed that specific part of the house, and I'm like, oh my god, are you really kidding me right now? Is this for real? Like, I spent 1.5 hours, and honestly, I rarely like curse, but at that time I did because I was so upset. So yeah. That's an interesting fun fact. Yeah, it totally takes me quite the time to find all the pictures, because, you know, if there is a plan for the house, which means it will take me like less than a few minutes, like I will say like 40-30 minutes, but to find all the clips, because Mike and Molly has like 0 pictures on the internet, I had to find the clips from each and every episode and make sure that I will find every angle of the house so I can make sure that this is this is what they do there. And it was so upsetting that I even had to watch episodes from the first season to actually find that bathroom that I'm currently doing, because it's only seen in the show like in the first season. So yeah, I won't do, I think, the week after that house from show to scenes, because it's taken me so long, and I don't know, I don't have that like urge to build it. I'm not so excited to do it. So I think like if I take the week off from this specific series and I do like something on my own that I'm being creative and whatnot, I think that will be kinda like ease me out. Because I'm kinda excited about it. So yeah. Also for so long I wanna build a tree house, but it won't be a tree house. For my Let's Play, the Green Thumb challenge that I'm doing, but I don't have either the time or anything to actually build it. So yeah, not even the inspiration, I don't know. My inspiration juices are not flowing that much, basically. Funny thing, as you can see, I'm doing the basement, and on a few episodes that we've seen the basement, originally it was like a basement, and then it changed into a bedroom, and then it changed back into a basement. And from what I could find, like on a Christmas episode, it was full with Christmas stuff. So that's why you see like the little snowman there. I'm like, yeah, the other will be like Christmas boxes. And after I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done with the basement, I'm done with the kitchen, the living room, and I'm doing the bathroom, and I'm like, okay babe, I'm done for the night, we can just sit back and relax. And we've seen like that episode that I was talking about, or like 2 of them, 3 maybe, because as I'm telling you, we're very back on TV shows. And they shown the basement, and I'm like, are you serious? All of what I've did is different? Like, really? And I was so upset because I had to go back at the basement and redo it. Because when I'm doing like something, I'm like, okay, that's that. There's nothing else to change. I'm happy with it. But yeah, that's the time that I've seen like the episode and I'm trying to change everything, which I didn't really know what was back there. It seems like it was like a heating system and a half bathroom type of a thing. So that's what I went with. And yeah, it actually was quite weird. That space underneath, and I didn't really want to bother that much on doing it again, but I kinda had to. And the only room that I got to be creative in this house was the 3rd bedroom that I will do, which if you see the TV show will be Victoria's bedroom, which I think it's only seen in 1 episode, which again I think it's on the 1st season, and we didn't really get to see much of it. So I was like, I will be creative here. Yes, it was, I think, the last room that I did, apart from the exterior. Which I love doing the exterior because, I mean, I don't love it as much as I used to do it and love it in the Sims 3 because it doesn't have that many tools. But I really do love it because I love all the terrain painting and how you will just put all of the plants together to make it look realistic. And I don't know, I kinda do love it. I mean, one of the favorite builds that I've done was like the park, which I was really happy about it. It's a very old like build. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, there's basically like a brick column there, which we don't have brick columns in The Sims. And I'm like, really? We have bricks, but we don't have brick columns? Like, are you serious? Are you real right now? And I just went with this one, which, I don't know, it kinda looked like industrial and whatnot. I'm like, that will do. And I did that trick because the column goes from like the grass to the top of the darn it, how is it called? The roof. Yeah, so I just had to do that, but I will remove one of them because later I will cover it with grass. And here's what I was telling you about the kitchen. It has so many stuff, like for real you only I think get 1 or 2 counters to actually use, like hot stuff. All the others are full with stuff. And here is the first bedroom, which in the TV show I think we've seen it like 2 times, 3 times. It is Molly's mother bedroom, which her name is Joyce, and it was like an interesting one to do. Generally this house is very old style. All of the houses that I've done lately are old style, and I'm like so bored. I don't know, I just cannot do any old style other houses. So yeah, if you have any suggestion of houses, please make them be like more modern, because I just cannot stand the old style houses. It was never my type. I was never a fan of them. So yeah, I'm not very happy while I'm doing them, but I enjoy doing them, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan. Like I would prefer so much more to actually do a modern house, because I think at least I'm quite better on them. Basically here what you're saying is there was like a bench, if you want to say it like a bench, that was like as well as a trunk to store stuff. I mean, it's not really a bench, it's more like a sitting thing that you'd sit but you would store stuff to. And I tried to kind of do it with the things that we saw that I cannot, stools, yeah, that's the name, stools, but they were very weird, so I just like, nope, we're not doing that. And yeah, just left it like that. I'm like, who cares, like who's gonna notice? So yeah, what else, I don't know, I honestly don't have anything to tell you on such a long videos. I mean, it's hard, it's very boring to actually not even film those videos. I mean, I try to talk back as much as I can on filming them, because I have to talk straight for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, another time I have to talk for 1 hour, and I'm like, I cannot do that, because I'm a person that would be like silent and would listen to you talking, and I'm like, yes, on the corner sitting there, and I have to talk like for 40 minutes with no one saying like a thing. So I'm like, kill me now, what I'm going to sing those minutes? Yeah, I never know. I just don't know. Yeah. Here actually they have a sitting bench area, like a window seat, and that's not possible on The Sims. So I used the house wall, which is the only thing that it is not usable in the entire house, because I tested everything else. I used the bench, and I used like those sitting things and a half wall, and then there was like this space in the back, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense, it shouldn't be there, so what are we doing now? And I used wall shelves. And it was fun because in these houses you don't get to be creative, you just have to copy everything as they are in the TV show. But when you do get creative, it is to try to make something look as it looks on the scene, trying to make something on the scenes as it looks on reality, which I think it's very fun to do, because you find new ways of doing stuff that you've never imagined before, basically. So yeah, that athlete poster of a soccer player, yeah, it was weird because Mike had, I think, like a jersey from a player, and again, there's nothing like that in The Sims, but I'm like, you know what? It is sports, and I'm not that well with sports, so I'm like, I will put that there. Even though it makes no sense, I will just put that there. So yeah, that's what I did. And here is the only room that I got to be kinda creative, like just a bit. It's Victoria's room, and it had a leopard print, which, yeah, we don't have in The Sims. Guess what? Surprise, surprise. And a huge beanie bag, which I love. While I was growing up at my parents' house, I did have one. And I think they're very cool and they're very fun to see. But we don't have anything like that in The Sims. In The Sims 3 we did, and they were very fun. I love them, not that much, kinda. I don't think they had such a cute texture, but they were kinda nice. So I just enlarged like that weird thing from movie hangout stuff. And I'm like, yeah, we will call that a beanie. And Victoria had a painting from Bob Marley there, so I'm like, I will put that dude there and I will name him Bob Marley in my mind. Yeah, it was the only room that I got to be kinda creative because you couldn't really see much. And the rooms are not like that in the sets, but I couldn't really fit them because there was no other way. Basically, where I've got that is I've seen the hallway and they're very different, but that was the best setting that I could do and make the rooms fit as they fitted in the sets. So the house has a very, country style fence, like a very classic one, but we don't have that, like the picket fence in The Sims. So I just went with this one. It was the closest looking one. And just before there, you've seen a bug, which I've never experienced before, basically. It's the first time that I've seen anything like that. Basically, when I tried to put the actual floor, it wouldn't let me. Like, floor tiles would just disappear. And I didn't know what to do. You will see it a bit later. Yeah, here it is. I just didn't know. Like, what the freak? I won't curse. What in the seventh hells that was? I don't know. It was so frustrating though. I was like, are you serious right now? Like, for real? Do you want to torment me? Like, what? Why? I mean, I've built plenty houses in The Sims. I don't know how many, but I played The Sims like for more than 1,000 hours. So that was so unique, and I've never seen it before. So yeah, here is the only part that I got to be creative with this house. Was kind of like the exterior because I changed between seasons and between episodes. So I just, try to make it look good or as good as possible. And I don't know, I really like doing terrain painting and trying to make it look realistic, which I don't think many people put the effort on doing terrain painting. And you will see in the back area of the house, like in the backyard, which I don't know, I got so inspired because it was the only part that I got to be creative, and I got so inspired and was like, oh my god, yes. And I did so much terrain painting, and I think it looks amazing, to be honest. Like, I will never say that because as a person I don't give myself much credit, but I don't know, I really think it looks amazing. And I'm thinking about doing like a tutorial on how to terrain paint in The Sims, because I honestly feel like people don't put the effort to do terrain painting, which I think it's bad because it can really change the exterior of a house or a park or whatever you're doing. I think it really makes a difference. basically. What I'm doing right now, you might wonder, they had like one of these potted plants that hung from the ceiling, but again, we don't have that in the Sims because why would we, right? Yeah, so I don't know, I just try and put like from the debug menu, I tried to make like the plant look like it was like hung there. So I just used a screwdriver, which I thought it was very funny, but it looks like the plant has some support to hang from the ceiling, so yay. I was trying to do something different with the stairs, because obviously, as you probably already know, when you put a room and like separate it from the house, if you have foundation in the house, it will remain into the room, which makes it unusable for you to have a garage. And I was trying to create a slope, and I cut all of that off because it was basically useless. I tried so many things to make like kinda like a slope, but it was not working for anyone. So I just went back to the stairs, and I was very disappointed at EA for not letting us do slopes or having like a ramp, or even, you know, since they're rooms, you can just freaking choose a room to not go up, right? I think it would be quite easy. And here's my favorite part of the entire house, making this garden, because I don't know, I think it looks good. To that point I was like, yeah, we probably need to fade that off, kinda. And I don't know, I like it. I have screenshots of it, and you will see it in a few moments because we're done, almost. This little back area, basically in one of the recent episodes, you get to see like the back area of the garage, like the side area, not the back, sorry, which they like sat there and they smoked and they drank like secretly. And you know what, I was like, you know, that's a little funny Easter egg for those who actually watch the TV show. So that's what I did there. The garage, you will notice if you do see the TV show, it's quite different. Basically because in few episodes you see a single window and door there, but in few others you get to see two windows. Like in the one that I was telling you about, like with that area, you get to see two windows. So I was like, I will put two windows and I will put the door. Just cause if you, in reality, you could just, you know, make a little jump and get off that door, but in The Sims you cannot use it, basically. But you can use those doors. I didn't really want to add staircase. I tried to, but it was looking very horrible, so like, screw it, I don't care. In the series they have, I think, I don't do cars, like I don't even remember the name of the car that they have, but it is an orange one. Like, I know that's a very weird and girly thing to say, but I don't do cars. I don't know, I don't care about cars. So it was an orange one, we don't have orange ones. So I just went with the black because, let's be honest, it's the only car that makes sense in the game if you enlarge it. Yeah. Another thing we need in the game, proper cars, even though if they don't work, you know, just put them there. I know there is a mod, but I don't want to use it because it would be appeared as custom content, and I'm not using custom content, neither in my game nor in my uploads. So I'm almost done. I've just checked like few final details around the house because I wanted to make sure that everything was on point, and here are the screenshots, so yay! You will see a few screenshots of the exterior of the house, house and the backyard, as well as the interior. If you want to download this house, I will say it once more because, you know, few people skip the video and I totally get it, because I wouldn't like to hear me ramble for 40 minutes. You can get it in the link down below, which will take you to the gallery, or you can search my username, which is the exact same as here, or you can either search for the hashtag FSTS, which stands for So to Sims, which you will find there. My other builds, which is the Full House and the Modern Family and the Up House, which I think it's a disaster, basically the last one. I don't really like it, but it was the first one, so I give myself a pass. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the house. I hope you like it. If you do watch this TV show or Roseanne, I think, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I won't even try. Please let me know if I did a good job on recreating it. I will be very happy. Please let me know which TV shows you watch or TV movies or any other suggestion for a real TV house to come into The Sims. Like, I would be okay doing like a YouTuber house or a celebrity house, just let me know. And anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode. I honestly hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will have an amazing day and take care. Bye!